Most people believe missing persons cases are solved because of luck. A random tip, a miracle sighting, someone suddenly remembering something important. But that's not how it really works. In reality, missing people are found because investigators follow patterns. Quiet ones, invisible ones. Trails most people don't even realize they're leaving behind. And tonight, we're pulling back the curtain. This is not about glorifying crime. This is about understanding how investigators think, how searches are built, and why some missing persons cases are solved quickly, while others disappear into silence. Because the truth is, when someone goes missing, the clock doesn't just start ticking, it starts screaming. The first 48 hours are not just important, they are a battlefield. When a missing persons report comes in, investigators don't start by searching everywhere. They start by narrowing everything down. The very first question they ask is simple, but powerful. Where were they last known to be? That single moment, the last verified sighting, becomes the center of the entire investigation. Every move, every decision, every search radius grows outward from that point. This is known as the last known movement principle. If a person was last seen leaving work, investigators examine their routine. If they were last seen at home, attention shifts inward. If the last sighting was at night in transit or during emotional distress, the strategy changes completely. Investigators know something most people don't. People rarely vanish randomly. They follow patterns right up until the moment they disappear. That's why detectives immediately look at habits, daily routes, favorite stops, usual phone activity, even small behaviors like where someone usually parks, which side of the street they walk on, or who they call at certain times. Patterns are comfort, and people cling to comfort even when they're scared. Then comes the second layer, digital traces. In today's world, almost everyone leaves a digital shadow behind. Cell phones connect to towers. Apps record movement. Even when a phone is off, it leaves echoes behind. Investigators don't need a conversation to track movement. They need pings. Cell tower data can show the last area a phone connected from. Not the exact location, but enough to narrow miles into blocks. Text timestamps, app usage, ride requests, fitness trackers, even battery drain patterns. Sometimes, what cracks a case isn't what a missing person said. It's when they stop saying anything at all. Silence is a clue, and silence at the wrong time is a loud one. Social media plays a larger role than most people realize. Investigators look for changes, sudden deletions, emotional posts, messages sent late at night, new contacts added shortly before disappearance. They don't just look at what was posted publicly, they analyze behavior shifts. Someone who posted daily and suddenly stopped. Someone who never shared locations and suddenly did. Someone who changed passwords or logged out of devices unexpectedly. Digital behavior is modern body language, and body language never lies. It leaks. But here's where things get complicated. Not every missing person wants to be found. Some disappear intentionally. Others panic. Some follow false information, and some are misled by people who think they're helping. This is where investigations often slow down. False sightings. A witness thinks they saw someone. A photo circulates online. A tip comes in from another state. Each one feels hopeful. But investigators know something painful. False sightings waste time. They pull resources away from the core search area. They scatter attention. They create emotional noise. That's why detectives rely on something called the circle of proximity. Statistically, most missing persons are found within a short distance of where they were last seen, even when they believe they've gone far. Fear makes people move irrationally, but not creatively. People hide close. They seek shelter nearby. They choose familiar terrain. The circle expands slowly, not wildly. This principle has solved countless cases quietly, without headlines. But when panic enters the equation, everything changes. Panic alters decision-making. A missing person under stress may abandon logic. They may discard belongings, turn off phones, follow strangers, walk instead of drive, hide instead of ask for help. Investigators know this. That's why they study psychology alongside geography. They ask questions like, was the person under emotional stress? Were there recent conflicts, health concerns, financial pressure, sudden life changes? Because disappearance is rarely just physical, it's psychological. And then there's misdirection, sometimes unintentional, sometimes deliberate. A family member gives incorrect timelines. A friend misremembers a conversation. A witness fills gaps with assumptions. Investigators don't accuse immediately. They listen, they compare. They build timelines side by side until something doesn't align. Inconsistencies don't mean guilt. They mean pressure, and pressure exposes truth. Another overlooked factor is environmental behavior. People don't move through space randomly. They follow light. They follow noise. They avoid open areas at night. They gravitate towards structures, roads, water, warmth. Search teams use this knowledge to prioritize zones. That's why bodies and survivors are often found in places people assume were already searched. They weren't searched correctly. Because searching isn't about coverage. It's about probability. And probability is built from behavior. Now, here's the twist most people don't expect. Many missing persons cases aren't solved by new information. They're solved by re-examining old information. A timestamp overlooked, a tower ping dismissed, a detail that didn't matter, until it suddenly did. Investigators return to the beginning, because the answer was always there. It just didn't make sense yet. This is why cold cases sometimes break years later. Not because something new happened, but because someone finally understood something old. And this is why patience matters. Desperation pushes cases in the wrong direction. Clarity brings them back. So how do missing persons really get found? Not by luck, not by miracles, not by dramatic chases. They're found through quiet persistence, patterns, timelines, psychology, digital echoes, and human behavior under stress. Every disappearance leaves a shape. Investigators don't chase ghosts. They follow shapes until they lead somewhere real. And here's the most important part. Every single viewer watching this could unknowingly hold a piece of a future case, a remembered detail, a timeline correction, a moment someone dismissed. That's why awareness matters. So now I'll ask you, what do you think solves more missing persons cases? Technology or human behavior? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective might shape the next episode. This is Cold Case Stories. Stay observant, stay curious, because the truth doesn't vanish. It hides until someone knows where to look.